This episode of Static is brought to you by Red Dirt Brothers Guitars. This is Static. I'm George Lang. The Burning Hotels from Fort Worth debuted their chiming, propulsive sound on their 2007 EP, 85 Mirrors. Since then, they've toured extensively throughout the U.S. and appeared in the 2009 Battle of the Bands movie, Band Slam. They just released their debut full-length album. It is called Novels. These are the Burning Hotels.
We've been best friends since high school, so we started playing kind of more the style of music that we were listening to at that point, which, you know, is a little bit more late 2000s, so it's a lot of late Jimmy or early Jimmy Eat World and like some Weezer stuff, and those influences kind of came into play. But then it was also the whole, I guess the band stage was coming on. Doing that and then going back to older styles of music like The Clash and Gang of Four and stuff like that, being introduced to it because of those bands, just started writing songs, and then met Wyatt, our drummer, and the three of us just kind of played these songs, you know, for a year and a half. We just played out there by ourselves until we kind of got the sound that we wanted before, you know, we played for anybody else, and then just kind of started after that. So
I think some of my favorite shows are the ones that are just like, because we haven't had like any just enormous, crazy, you know, like we're playing with a really huge band or something like that. So some shows, I can't really think of any in particular, but there's some that are just like, they're so bad, but we just get to hang out and like, that's just cool. Yeah. It can be so bad, but then at the end of the night, you're in a hotel room being like, at least we're giving it a shot, you know?
When we went to New York, we played at Pianos in the Lower East Side, and I think just the culmination of doing all of that and, you know, our first time kind of really being out as a band and personalities and being in a van and traveling and driving, you know, and especially being still in a smaller stage of the band, it was not exactly what you expect when you go on the road. So, you know, you're playing to a bartender and you're playing to a door guy and they're loving it, but when it's only those two people, you're not getting paid, and, you know, you're in a new place, so you're trying to find a place to stay. So it's just a lot of stress. But I think once we got to New York, we had a lot of friends that lived there that from Texas, and so it was kind of like getting to visit your friends and play for them again like you used to when they lived there, and then also being in the art mecca of United States, you know. So I think it was just a really cool experience to be in the place where a lot of rock and roll comes from. And a friend of ours was living in LA, was reading a script that he was working on as a music supervisor called Band Slam, and asked us if we'd like to be in a part of the movie because there was a part that he thought sonically and visually and aesthetically that we kind of fit that mold. So I think it was just kind of, we kind of just talked about it and decided, you know, that we should just check it out and meet the director. And we met with him in Austin, and you know, he had heard Stuck in the Middle from 85 Mirrors, our EP, and loved that song, and basically was trying to have us play the part of another band in the movie with a really dumb name. And we were kind of like, well, if we do it, you know, we'd like to be the Burning Hotels ourselves, play our own songs, and you know, they thought that was a good idea.
I mean, honestly, it sounds cheesy, but I mean, we get to meet a whole lot of industry people that we would have, you know, we would have never been exposed to. Got to, I don't know, I think it just kind of made us closer as a band to get, you know, because most, I mean, how many bands are going to do stuff like that? So it kind of made us just tighter as a knit, you know, just to get to do something cool like that.